Cheryl Coco, who is involved in an amazing platform called, and it went from an amazing platform to almost having everything that you need for. I think that was the end of that. All right, so I've been using Knows for the last 2 years, and it went from an amazing platform to almost having everything that you're going to need for marketing, and it's about to explode even more. What they've done with AI over the years, just hands down best out there, from doing Facebook posts, from Vision AI, looking at your selfies, being able to send out posts with AI, having communities with your team that you can put stuff in a team environment and they can send out the same branded material straight from their phone because it's hooked up into an unlimited websites, emails, a demographic database, which I'm sure is part of Sales Nav that Cheryl will talk about, and just an affordable platform that has your leads in it. So it does your prospecting, it organizes for you. And now it's going to explain exactly how to sell to each client. People that you thought that lead was dead, it's going to look at your business, going to learn your business. Going to look at your lead, learn your lead, take the machine learning and the AI magic, put it all together, and you will have better chance, because the FTC is out there. You can't guarantee anything, but a much better chance of engaging with that client for the product that you want to introduce to them. So without further ado, we are going to have Cheryl talk about this amazing platform that she's been helping with develop at Nowsite.
Yay!
Yay,
Cheryl,
thank you.
so excited. She's like I was telling her, she's basically a celebrity to me because she's amazing.
Thank you. Look, really excited to have the opportunity to share with all of you. So I think what's really cool about Nowsite is we've been in business for 7 years. We heard about AI. I remember it was like November 2020, I don't know, two, I think, when AI kind of started to come around, and we jumped right into it. We were like, this is it. We're going to embrace it. We're going to be the first. We're going to go like to it. And in doing so, what's really helped us is that we've been leaps and bounds ahead of everybody because we embraced it so quickly, which was really cool. And so even though we've been in business for 7 years, we've integrated AI throughout all parts of our platform so that we can get to where we are today. And that's in helping people find customers and get more sales in their business through sales navigation. We're going to talk about how we're doing that right this second. So we know that most people are struggling to find new customers, no matter what business you're in. It's just something that we face every single day. Like, you could be awesome, but our entire goal is to like get us set out to find new customers. And it's that we all kind of with a sales training that is basically like one size fits all, right? I don't know if you've ever had a one size fits all anything. I ordered one from the TikTok shop. It was like this really nice, beautiful green blouse. It's awesome. It looked good on everybody, single body shape. And then I got home and I looked like Kermit the Frog in it. And I was like, but why? Like, right? It's just because I don't know. It just didn't look good on me. It wasn't the thing that worked. So I like to compare it to like training that's like, oh, it seems to work for everybody, but just not me. Like minds that we're always told to ask, like, do you keep your options open or treat every no as a not yet, or make sure that you're like a list of 100 people that you know. Favorite is I think one of my very first day in sales, it was write a list of everybody that you know. I did that. And then like days later, I'll never forget the person who shared the opportunity with me was like, the last people that will buy from you is the people that know you, like friends and your family. And I was like, well, then why did I write my list of 100 based on those people? It was wild. I don't know. So the result, right, for a lot of us is no results. So we wanted to create a game-changing innovation, something that was different, something that we call Nowsite Nav. And the reason that we call it Nowsite Nav is because it's literally a sales navigation system, right? I don't know if you remember the days of paper maps, but like I would read one like this most of the time, trying to figure out, I don't even think I could fold one properly. But even if no matter where I was going from point A to point B in my journey, things take place, right? Things happen. We're supposed to go left, but there's a roadblock. There's something in the way. I get turned around, can't read the directions. And really, that map that was supposed to suit everybody doesn't always get us to that destination. But if you use a navigation system of today, right? If you open up Waze or your Maps app or whatever, it's a detour, go this traffic, go this way, right? Something happened. You turn left at Wendy's way too many times, Cheryl. Go this way. So every time you hit that roadblock, the navigation system is like, and there isn't really one size fits all to sales. It's every move that's made between you and your lead is another re-navigation. It's another like recalculate how we should work this. So we use data to do that because everything is data-based, right? And AI powered to help you make selling easy. So I just want to share how Nav works, right? It learns your company's sales system. Even if you don't have one, it will learn your company's sales system, or you can share your company's sales system with it. But it will start by how you acquire new customers. So it'll kind of the internet and be like, okay, this company, how do they recommend acquiring new customers? Maybe it's say this, send these 2 videos, then do this next, right? What is your sales system? And who are your target customers? What are the age ranges of this target customer? What do they like? And what is that leading main product for you or for your business? And it happens in seconds. It's like 5 seconds where it will learn your company's sales system. And then, as my friend Heather here was saying, it identifies and researches your best leads. So me and Colleen, we're out, we're having a great time, and we're like interested in these rubber bands right here. Like, yes, these are awesome. And Heather's like, I never want to see that rubber band in my life. I have no interest. Okay. Colleen are crazy. Do I want to waste my time calling Heather 50 times in a row who has no interest in this hairband? Or do I want to find my Colleens of the world? So I want to find my Colleens, right? So what it does is right from a screenshot of a Facebook profile, an Instagram profile, we have a prospect database, but anywhere where you can screenshot maybe a social profile, it will take that screenshot and it will analyze everything that it can about that specific person. Other forms of social media, it can find that person on, interests, hobbies, personality analysis, how that person matches up with you, how they match up with your product to identify how this lead scores for your business. And then it learns how you like to sell. So some people are really comfortable with rejection, right? You can tell me no 50 times a day, I really won't care. But that's not for everybody. Somebody can ruin their day. We don't want to like them in a bad mood, right? I come out happy. You like be like, oh, that Cheryl, can't stand her. I'd be like, okay, fine. I'm still gonna be in a great mood. That's not for everybody. Maybe they're not comfortable with rejection. That's fine. Maybe they don't want to work 40 hours a week. Maybe they don't want to work, hours a day. I have no idea. There's not even 90 hours in a day, but want to work like minutes, an hour a day, whatever it is, their spare time. Maybe it's their hobby. Maybe they don't have less or more experience in sales. Maybe their goal is to pay a bill, not make $10,000 a month. That's fine, but it'll learn how they like to sell so that people don't have to constantly face the rejection if they don't want to. And that will formulate an opportunity for them to stay in action, keep going, not be discouraged. And it'll create a step-by-step sales plan customized for each of your leads. So I don't have to treat Heather the exact same way as I treat John. And I don't have to treat John the exact same way I treat Justin. I can treat everybody in the exact way that they would want to be treated. I don't have to say this script and send these 2 videos and do this and hope for the best. I can use the data along the way to make the best decisions. So you can kind of along in this journey here. To the right, we this lead here, Mary Fernandez, right? We're trying to talk to Mary about health shake or health opportunity. And her lead score is at a 97%. Okay, we're excited. We're going to go and share our business with Mary. But what's the first thing I should do with Mary? Should I just send her a cold message on social? Hey, Mary, want to buy my shake? Don't laugh. You do. They're just like, yo, want to buy the shake? Yeah or no? Right? So given the way that this person sells here, it's like you just start a little soft here. Why don't you just start by commenting on Mary's social post? Let's go grab a social post. I'll tell you exactly how to comment on Mary's social post. So grab the post. It says, hey, send this to Mary. This is a good idea. Given what we know, send this to Mary. So you do it. And it's like, okay, next thing that you should do is send Mary a message, but not, hey, Mary, do you want to buy my shake? It's, hey, I really liked your post about the 5K that you ran. It got me thinking, how did you get started with that? It's casual conversation. You're talking to somebody who's interested in health and wellness. They're running. That's great. Here we go. We're just going to start a conversation with Mary. And then Mary responds and it tells you, okay, with Mary for a minute. But now let's share a video that Mary would be interested in. It's content. You're becoming the expert. You're letting her know, hey, I just thought that this is something that you would like. It helped me. It could help you too. Here's a great video. And what's happening is Nav is scouring the internet for this video, and it doesn't all have to happen in the same day, right? We get that. We could have had the comment happen on one day, and then 2 days later, it's telling us to send Mary a message, and then 2 days later or whatever, the natural progression of things, it's telling us, hey, here's the video that you should send. And then depending on Mary's response, it's going to recalculate, right? It's going to be like, this looks so good, seems a bit pricey. That could scare somebody. Oh my gosh, what do I say? How do I overcome this objection? And given what we know about Mary, this is the response that you should have. This is going to get you the best result. This is the response. This is how you talk to Mary. And look, we send it to Mary and we'll continue to recalculate all the way until you close the sale. So the sale doesn't have to happen overnight, right away. I saw Mary. Mary was great. I do this with Mary. Mary needs to buy right now. It's the progression of what between you're comfortable with and what they know about Mary or what Nav knows about Mary and the journey to get there. And Nav recalculating the entire way to say, okay, go this way, this way. Hold on a second, right? All the way until you do close that sale with Mary so that everybody can succeed, no matter their experience level or their level of wanting to accept or rejection or not, or that lead that they have, right? Hey, maybe Heather isn't your gal for these hair bands. Let's move on. Let's try somebody else so that it can be simple. Selling is really, like, people love to be like, it's a numbers game. Well, it should just be a data game. It should just be all about the data, what you can pull back, what you can find, how fast you can calculate, and make it fun and easy, but also make it guaranteed, right? Data outcomes. So part of Nav is the fact that we guarantee that you'll sell more or your money back. And we wanted to make that bold claim, right? That you will, because we understand how data works, how it will work with you as long as you take those steps that Nav tells you to take, right? So that you can reach that goal until you close the sale. So it was a bit about Nav. We have amazing tools right now, but I wanted to start by sharing that with you. And of course, Heather, you could lead the way and tell me how else you'd like to go.
So John's here specifically because he's really interested in using a tool like this on LinkedIn. I know it works on LinkedIn, but it looks like from how you just showed it, it's just a snapshot of their LinkedIn profile and boom, you've got it. So John just popped up on camera. Can you talk a little bit about LinkedIn as well?
Yeah, so we have one of the world's largest, or the world's largest, searchable prospect database. And my favorite way to prospect for actual customers is LinkedIn. I tell everybody all the time, that's where you're going to get the best results is through LinkedIn. Yes.
This would generate the leads and the messaging, and then it's sending the messages out too.
Let me show you how you generate a lead here. Okay. So I can do like interest and skills, gender, advanced targeting. If you ever done any cold prospecting at all, you know, this is more until you kind of what you really want to. So I'm just going to click get a prospect. And you can see my preferred contact is always on LinkedIn. And if I view the contact, right, I get an email, I get a phone number here. I did a study with about 3,000 people on consecutive 30-day challenges, 30, 60, 90-day challenges that we did prospecting, thousands of people. And our email rate was nothing, not even close to just reaching out to people on LinkedIn. I tell people, go ahead, email to your heart's content. But if you want to get the best results, you might as well just reach out to the person on LinkedIn. Well, on LinkedIn, you're probably going to get shut down if you start sending messages at large scale. But if you want to
Or if
send,
you send 100 messages a day,
yeah,
that could be feasible, right?
yeah. I didn't know what like you can send messages every single day. You can probably send up to messages. It depends on the also like your own LinkedIn account. If that's something that you do.
So do you have a preferred automated messaging system for LinkedIn that you would use combined with this?
I don't automate my messaging to LinkedIn, so no, I don't.
But wouldn't that make it more efficient?
No, because I focus on more people that are networking back and forth and do more relationship marketing rather than yes or no marketing. So they try to build the relationship more in our, the place that we focus. We only allow one prospect at a time through our prospecting tool. It's not a lead list, right? That works like that. We kind of relationship building process. Or you could just start, blasting messages if you want to.
Well, if you have 100, let's say this generates 100 prospects a day, wouldn't you want to send messages to those 100 prospects?
Yeah, you can send an unlimited amount of messages, an unlimited amount of prospects every day.
So you can send messages with this, it's just one at a time.
Correct.
But you integrate this with an automated system that sends out multiple messages?
We don't integrate with any other system, but if you have some kind of probably like thing that, I don't know, like extension that clicks, then for me to say what you should or shouldn't do.
Okay. You're getting good results by sending one message at a time. And how many, so if you're sending one message at a time in a total day, what's your average amount of message you're sending out with this?
Most of our people send probably between 20 and 30 messages a day.
20 and 30. And so this will design the message, and it doesn't send it on autopilot. You have to send it once it designs the message.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is much more about building relationships, John, because people buy from people that they know, like, trust. But what this does too is with the AI, it figures out who is most likely to know, like, trust you and what you can say to them to get them to know, like, trust you, to build that scale up higher. So it really isn't about like spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, I think is what Cheryl's been explaining. It's nurturing that lead. And that's what I think a lot, every much as I've heard in sales training across, it's been you have to nurture, and after 7 touches, that's when they really start buying. And that's the philosophy around building a Facebook group, going live in that Facebook group once a week, posting that content. I can tell you today, I had a member from my BNI group reach out to me. Well, on island, she's in Hawaii BNI. And she said, Heather, your content, I've been watching your content for the last month and it's amazing. I either want to hire you to teach me how to do this or you make it for me. So that's the power of the slow drip. And that's what this system is about. It's not spaghetti at the wall. Did I get that right, Cheryl?
Yeah, we're much more relationship focused for sure. I would say.
Okay, right. So, like, for example, if you system, does it get adapt over time when you're like adapts to people's responses, basically, you're saying, and the messaging will adapt?
The
Yeah.
navigation, you're going to communicate with the navigation to tell it, hey, this is the response that I'm getting or whatever, and it learns, right? It's learning, it's thinking, and then it will create the next best thing to do. What you're talking about specifically is, do I get a prospect, send them a message? What message do I send? It's just message. It's not the like behind Nav isn't just to message. It's to formulate the relationship by posting, by commenting, by starting conversations, by talking to that person or commenting again, how to talk to that person on different platforms on social media, right? And how they respond would be indicative to the response that Nav would tell you to give to that prospect. So not only, I just want to emphasize not only, messaging itself, but other forms where you would communicate with that person.
Okay. Huh. Like a realistic expectation then, if I were to send 20 or 30 messages using this system, let's say 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, that equals about 100 to 150 messages a week, or we call them smart messages because AI makes out smart messages or create smart messages rather. You think that would book 15 to 20 appointments a week?
I think it depends on the message and also your profile. What's the average open rate and who are you sending it to?
Yeah. And you're also commenting on posts with this too, as well as sending direct messages.
It helps you post on other people's posts as well as send messages, right?
Okay. All right. That's interesting. And then is there like a link, calendar link for them to book appointments too that so you have a specific sequence you're sending out and isn't the goal eventually to get them to book an appointment?
Yeah, look, like I said, you could do 1,000 automated systems with 1,000 different messages to people on LinkedIn. And I'll tell you right off the bat, because I like cold messaging and I don't care about it. No, doesn't matter to me. You want to get people to book a meeting with you on LinkedIn and then convert them? All you got to do is send this one single message. Would you like to connect and collaborate with me and see how we could work or something like the words connect and collaborate? Did you know studies show that when you say connect and collaborate on LinkedIn, you're more likely to book a meeting?
Interesting.
There's your tip of the day, and it'll work. You'll get meetings. Just send cold messages and say, would you like to connect and collaborate? Now, the idea is for you to get in front of them, and now you got to close them.
Okay.
One of the coolest things about the whole now site is I really liked, and I know that she already said it, but I'm just gonna say it again because it's one of the best parts is it actually can filter through all of the social medias and find who you're looking for. So you're not just looking for just anybody, like she said. You don't need a hair tie, so why would I reach out to you, right? Like, it filters through and it finds your particular prospects, the people that you're looking for. So it's a huge step that you don't have to do anymore because it's finding these people for you, and it's giving you their social links, and it's telling you their personality, and it's telling you how to sell to them and
So
how to
it's
talk to
generating the
them.
high intent data that you want, like high intent buying data, people that are likely to buy.
Yes. And so that's what I really like about, like, it saves that whole step because you don't want to can't sell to everybody. Not everybody wants what you have. So there's a whole bunch of wasted time when you're doing it and you're not finding the right people, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Like quantity over quality is basically what you're saying. I mean, over quantity, I'm sorry. Makes
Exactly.
sense.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cheryl. I just had to make sure I said that because that to me is huge part of Nowsite. That it was the big part for me. I was like, this is so cool.
Whereas this gives like a lot more specific or more detailed information about your prospects and how to contact them, right?
Right. They
John,
know
I have a question from someone else, so I'm going to mute you for a second. John, Justin asked, so the AI will find leads on social platforms that create messages, posts for me to share with them. Cheryl, I'll pop that over to you.
Yeah, sure. So, look, I've helped people generate millions of leads online, even 10 years ago. That's kind of how I got started in Nowsite and marketing. Was my thing, my like to fame over here. Colleen wants to tell me that I'm famous, right? It was always about helping people generate leads. And the problem is everybody thinks that they're great at converting a cold lead, and they're way better at converting a warm lead. They just don't know how to warm the lead up. So the AI can find leads on social media platforms. That's true. You just saw me do it. It'll also help you post. It'll also help you comment. It'll help you create, start conversations. It's pretty cool. But I'll tell you one thing about results. Most of us have a database of leads, right? We just don't recognize it. So if you're on social media and you have any form of following on social media, all you would have to do is take a screenshot of that person's profile, interact with the people that you're already interacting with. You just didn't realize it yet. So we have a database of 2.2 billion people, literally the world's largest searchable prospect database. I tell people you can go to town in there anytime that you'd like. If you're great at cold marketing and fine with rejection, hit it. Go for it. You could post, you can prospect, you can comment, you can start conversations. It'll work just like that, Justin. Or, right, you can do the same kinds of things, but also work in your own prospects, your own leads, your own connects, and create a relationship. I can't tell people how to market their business. I can only tell them how to get results with the marketing that they choose to do. But our system will help you do all of the things that you mentioned. And just real quick, right? This system will help you post on social media. But I can't tell you 100 times that most people will just post about their business because they are hell-bent on posting about their business and think that's the thing that's going to get me the results. I'm on LinkedIn, got to post about my business. No, you don't. If you want to get results, I can tell you how, right? And it would be using the tool to post a difference between, all day, and also things about your business, commenting on posts, starting conversations. This is so when someone goes to your social media profile, they'll want to connect and collaborate with you, right? So I think Justin had a great point. Like, it can do all of those things. It'll do something for me in like one click. I don't have to be a genius to use the tool.
Yeah, but you train it.
Yeah, it'll like me. It'll do all the kind. It'll be dramatic like me. Like, dramatic. My posts are always so ridiculous because I am though. So it works out. But it'll be in your voice and help you post and comment and do all of the things that Justin said. So hopefully that helps.
You can even make your own avatar.
You can have your own AI avatar if you want. Your AI avatar can speak 150 languages. These are like real app. They can give product recommendations. They can talk about compensation plans. The avatar is super duper cool. They are available in your app, and if you have a group of people that follow you, they can ask your avatar different questions. I think we're the only system in the world that Heather has a code for like $49 a month. Charge $49 a month for marketing, all of the posting, comments, websites, and we'll build the websites for you, an unlimited amount of websites for you. Like, there's humans that'll just do it for you. By the way,
not one website. You said you'll build unlimited websites for us if we get this.
So you want the prospecting tool. So typically it's $149 a month. Heather has a coupon that makes it $99 a month. And I'll show you. I have like 900 something websites in here. We have a marketing service that is included in the plan. And it's humans, it's not AI. They're real human beings. And they will build an unlimited amount of websites for you, as many as you want, month after month. And you can share the vision. You can share a website that you want it to look like. And it takes them typically about 3 to 4 business days. You can request edits, and then you could request edits and then build another one. They do a pretty
and that would include the prospecting tool and websites. What about unlimited emails?
Yeah. You could send out 30,000 emails from this system.
So that'd only be 99 for all that, including the prospecting tool and the websites and the emails?
They'll just do it for you. You request it through.
And then if you have other problems that, like, if you need to like work on your social media following and stuff, that's what Heather and I do.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, people, you need to make sure that you're, social media, so all of that sort of goes together. But they're great. They have training all the time. They have them all recorded, so you can always go back and watch them.
Mhm.
No, you don't. I'm sorry. I take that back.
No, we do. We're training.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You said no. Okay.
It's an insane amount.
If I have the right prospect. If I have like the prospect, I could just send them, because if you're direct messaging people or cold messaging people, whether it's on social media or through email, a lot of times that data is cold. But if this would generate warm data, so I wouldn't have to pay for paid ads, right?
I was talking to myself over here. He's picking up what we're putting down now. You
Yes.
got it.
Justin, so how to create your social media profiles to maximize the best results. That's what Colleen and I do. And that's where we incorporate Nowsite into that to help you. So once your profile is maximized and it's ready to go, we're going to also have Nowsite in there. So you get the right people looking at your profile.
So this
So
tool is all inclusive then. This would cover all the bases. I wouldn't have to pay for anything additional.
yes. So it doesn't like throw it at the wall, like Cheryl was saying. You have to cut and paste. You shouldn't, if you throw spaghetti at the wall, you might as well run paid ads, because this is about nurturing people and interacting with people. And if you're at a spaghetti point, go to the prospecting tool and find some spaghetti, click on it, and you can go to their Facebook, their LinkedIn, and start doing spaghetti with them. And hopefully your spaghetti is good enough that you warm them up, but you don't have to hope. You've got Sales Nav to warm them up. So no more cold spaghetti. Get the spaghetti from the prospecting tool, use Sales Nav to warm them up. Did I
I
capture
spaghetti.
that?
They're killing me with the spaghetti. I'm teasing. Sorry.
Dorocco from Queens, New York. I'm all about the pasta.
That's the only thing that includes the prospecting tool, Heather.
No, not on the coop.
And if I were to get that, you'll set everything up for me starting out, and I'll have a complete walkthrough of the system.
Listen, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm just saying. I promise. And I set it up and I can do it. It's not hard. But yeah, you just have to train it, and you have to have a niche, like we talk about all the time. You don't want to, you're not selling to anybody and everybody. But I think that it's something, even though there's not a trial, it's worth it. So you don't like it after 1 month, then you don't pay it anymore and you cancel it.